You know the worst way to introduce a new Batman villain? Let me tell you the worst way. The worst way to introduce a new Batman villain is creating a new character for a new story and then ultimately just turning that story into a Batman versus Joker story. And that's exactly what this piece of shit garbage does right here. So, let me tell y'all what happened. I watched Batman Caped Crusader, a show that gave us a few lesser known antagonists Batman went up against and new takes on classic villains. One of the lesser known ones was Onomatopoeia, who in my opinion was a really cool character. This is a serial killer, and in the show he was hired to kill Barbara Gordon, the commissioner's daughter. Onomatopoeia is a character who verbally makes comic book sound effects. So, you know when you read a comic book and they have these big huge words that are used as sound effects when something is happening, like an explosion or like the sound Wolverine's claws makes when they come out. Yeah, Onomatopoeia verbally makes those sound effects.
Swish. Crack. Stop. Whoosh. Bam, bam, die.
It is so stupid, so funny, and he is a cool character. So after watching that episode, right, I wanted to get the book where he went up against Batman. So I picked up Batman Cacophony by Kevin Smith, who is a well-known, huge Batman fan. And I'm a fan of his show, Comic Book Men. I used to love that show on AMC. I'd love to go to his comic book store. I like Kevin Smith. But this is one of the worst Batman stories I have ever read in my life. This story brings Onomatopoeia to Gotham, where he breaks the Joker out of Arkham. And I like how even the Joker was getting annoyed with his sound effect noises. That shit was funny. He was like, will you stop that shit? That had me cracking up. But this whole story that's supposed to be a Batman versus Onomatopoeia story is really just a Batman versus the Joker story. Joker gets more screen time than Onomatopoeia in this, and Batman spends more time fighting the Joker than he does Onomatopoeia. As someone who is getting sick and tired of always seeing the Joker, like that is Batman's only interesting villain, this right here, this was not for me. It wasn't. In the third chapter, Batman was fighting Onomatopoeia on the GCPD rooftop, and it was crazy. Batman was whooping his ass, giving it everything he's got. And then Onomatopoeia stabs the Joker, and he stabs him close to the heart. And Batman lets Onomatopoeia go to save Joker's life because he can't let the Joker die. This book was so fucking frustrating. Even Gordon was like, nigga, are you crazy? Are you crazy? Let him die. And Batman's like, I can't, Jim. He's bleeding out. I can't just let him die. And Batman saves this raggedy bitch's life so he can kill again and lets Onomatopoeia get away scot-free so he can kill again. You worthless, good-for-nothing, sorry-ass piece of shit.
Sorry-ass bitch. You ain't no fucking hero. You a bad dad. You a bad boyfriend. You don't pay your motherfucking tax. Did I forget to fucking mention? You're a fucking wanted fugitive, bitch. The government is looking for your raggedy ass. So disrespectfully, bitch Wayne, fuck you. Fuck you, bitch.
I was so mad while reading this. And then, to make matters worse, after Onomatopoeia gets away, we get this god-awful Batman the Killing Joke type scene with Batman trying to have a real heart-to-heart with the Joker. Again, while Onomatopoeia is on the loose. He's on the lam, and Batman is talking to Joker. And Joker, he looks retarded. He looks so stupid with this beard. How is your hair green but your beard is black, dude? This was so pointless. This was a Batman and Joker story. I Got Catfished by Kevin Smith. I thought I was getting a 3-part story arc with Batman versus Onomatopoeia, just like that episode of Batman Caped Crusader was. Them two going at it, hand to hand, head to head. And instead, I just got Batman the Animated Series, Joker's Wild, and The Killing Joke jammed together. And again, Onomatopoeia gets away. Joker carried this whole story. And quite honestly, I get sick of Batman's no-kill rule when it goes to extreme lengths like this. Let's talk about the no-kill rule for a second, just for a minute. Some people say that letting someone die is the same as killing them yourself. I respectfully disagree. I do not believe that letting someone die, even if you have the chance to save them, I don't believe that that is the same as taking a gun and shooting them yourself, especially when them dying was not your fault. In Batman Arkham Knight, Ra's al Ghul came back and he was dying. There was no Lazarus pit to save him. There was one more Lazarus resource that could have saved him, brought him back to full strength, saved his life. Without it, he will die. He is dying. And Batman says, and I quote,
I won't help you revive him.
that is what I'm talking about. That is the version of Batman that I like. If somebody is dying, it is not your job to save them. If they're a monster like this. I ain't give a fuck about him. Save him for what? So he can come back and terrorize and kill more people? He's a terrorist. And he's a global terrorist. This ain't like he's threatening one city. No, he's threatening the freaking earth. Arkham Batman would have chased after Onomatopoeia and not give a fuck about Joker, clearly. Because in this game, what did he do? He destroyed the Lazarus pit, preventing Ra's al Ghul from ever rising back to power again. When Ra's al Ghul dies, he will be dead. Batman could have saved him, and he chose not to. That is not the same as killing Ra's al Ghul himself. Batman did not kill Ra's al Ghul. Ra's al Ghul, through his own actions, killed himself, and Batman decided not to save his life. Batman didn't kill him. Batman didn't pull the trigger or poison him. He did it to himself. Batman's just like, I'm not gonna save you. And I believe they did that in the movie. I prefer that. This whole thing? No. No, 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 no. That is stupid. And I hate it. Some storytellers, when they're doing the whole no-kill rule thing, they make it like that, and then some do what I would do, which is letting someone die is not the same as killing them. I mean, Gordon is basically telling him to let him die. Or are we gonna say that Commissioner Gordon is not a good character, or he's not as much as a hero as Batman is because Gordon would let him die? I would let him die too. You got two serial killers. One is a psychopathic murderer who literally killed your son. Jason Todd is dead because of this dude. And then you got another one who is killing your friends. He kills other street tier characters. You let him go so you can save the psychotic killer who will kill again. And by you letting the other killer go, he's gonna kill again. So tell me what justice was done. Who did you save? There's a shit ton of people that are gonna die because of your actions. You did no good tonight. You let two killers go. I feel like you should not put Batman in this situation when it comes to dealing with Onomatopoeia. If Onomatopoeia was going to die and Batman could have let him bleed out, but he chose to save him, that would be a little bit different because this whole story is between them two. But by adding in the Joker and then Onomatopoeia gets away because you want to save the Joker, that is where it's like, this shit sucks. This story should have been about Batman pursuing and fighting Onomatopoeia as Onomatopoeia pursues and fights him because he is a hunter. He hunts street tier heroes and vigilantes. There were aspects about this story that I thought were cool. Some of the kill scenes with Onomatopoeia I really liked, or finding out how he has a whole other life outside of this. He has a literal wife and kids. I thought that surprised me. That was cool. And I like the fact how we never see his face. We never see what this dude looks like. He could literally be anybody. That stuff with him was hella cool. I just wanted more of him. The artwork was mid, not a fan of it. Joker looks stupid, 2 out of 10. 2 out of 10. Wouldn't recommend this one. Unless you love the Joker and you love it when Batman goes up against the Joker. If you love Batman and Joker stories, then by all means, get Batman Cacophony if you never read it. But if you're like me and you just wanted something different, I still want more books featuring Onomatopoeia because I think that this is a cool character. I thought he was cool in this. I want to have more books with him in it. I want to know more about this character. I really like that episode of Batman Caped Crusader. So I will be getting more books with him in it. I just hope that those books are better than this, because this did not hit for me. I do feel catfished. I really do. I feel played. I mean, I thought I was getting the Batman and Onomatopoeia book, and it was a Batman and Joker book. I mean, I feel catfished. That's all for today. If you read Batman Cacophony, let me know what you think, I guess. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and we'll be talking about more comic books on the channel. Got a lot more coming in. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.